Unit number 3, the name of the topic is Phillips curve. Introduction. In the year 1958, A.W. Phillips, who was then a professor at the London School of Economics, had published a comprehensive study, that means a detailed study on wage behavior in the UK, that is United Kingdom, for the years 1861 to 1957. About the Phillips curve. The Phillips curve shows an inverse relationship between the rate of unemployment and the rate of increase in money wages. Further, the higher the rate of unemployment, the lower will be the rate of inflation. So in other words, there is a trade-off between wage inflation and unemployment. Trade-off means that if we want to reduce inflation, then unemployment percentage will increase. So we will have to give up one indicator so as to reduce the another indicator. So we cannot achieve low unemployment along with low inflation. That cannot take place. So there is a trade-off. That means if we want to reduce inflation, unemployment will increase, or if we want to reduce unemployment, then we need to bear high inflation in the economy. Further, the Phillips curve shows that the rate of wage inflation decreases with the unemployment rate. So this means that inflation will be reduced only if the unemployment rate increases. So that is why we say that the Phillips curve shows an inverse relationship between unemployment and money wages. The first question under the Phillips curve is about short-run Phillips curve. Let's understand about short-run Phillips curve in detail. This slide shows short-run Phillips curve. So the diagram here is of short-run Phillips curve. Let's understand this diagram. On the x-axis, we have plot unemployment rate, which is measured in terms of percentage. While now here we are having two vertical axes. The left hand vertical axis, we have plotted price inflation, which is also measured in terms of percentage per year, while the right hand side vertical axis, we have plotted annual wage increase, that is increase in wage rate, which is also measured in terms of percentage per year. This year downward sloping curve is our short run Phillips curve. Apart from this, you will also observe minutely here, then you will understand that the inflation rate we have plotted from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. But if you observe here, wage rate we have plotted from 2 percentage and not 0. This is because the inflation rate is always less than 2% than the increase in wage rate. So wage rate will always start from 2 while inflation will start from 0. So wage rate is 2% higher than the inflation rate. Further, let's understand this diagram, students. The short-run Phillips curve, as we already discussed, is downward sloping. The right-hand vertical axis here, which measures the increase in wage rate, is higher by 2% than the left-hand vertical axis of inflation rate. So the inflation rate is always 2% less than the increase in the wage rate. Thus, the Phillips curve tells us the fact that a nation could buy a lower rate of unemployment. That means a nation can achieve lower rate of unemployment only if it were willing to pay the price of a higher rate of inflation. That means only if the country can pay or can bear the higher rate of inflation, only then it will get lower rate of unemployment. Further students, with respect to this diagram of short-run Phillips curve, I want you all to look at the blue lines in the diagram. The blue lines clearly show that if the inflation rate is 7%, the unemployment rate is 2%. On the other hand, if the wage rate is 8%, the unemployment rate is only 3%. So students, this clearly shows that there is an inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment, and also between wage rate increase and unemployment rate. So it clearly shows that if the inflation rate or wage rate is on a higher side, then the unemployment rate is on the lower side. This is another example, students. Kindly look at the blue and the red lines. If you look at the blue lines, you will understand that if the inflation rate is 4%, the unemployment rate ranges between 5 and 6%. On the other hand, if you observe the wage rate rise, you will understand that if the wage rate is 5%, the unemployment rate is between 7 and 8%. So this is another case showing the inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment, as well as between wage rate and unemployment. This shows that if the inflation or the wage rate is on the lower side, if you observe the percentages of inflation and wage rate is on the lower side, then the unemployment rate is on the higher side. So this is the another case showing inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment, and also between wage rate rise and unemployment. So students, we have just understood in our previous slides that the Phillips curve shows that when the rate of inflation and the rate of wage increase is higher, the rate of unemployment is lower. That is short-run Phillips curve showing inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment. Further, when the rate of inflation and the rate of wage increase is lower, the rate of unemployment is higher. This we have already understood in our previous two slides through the example. So therefore, students, the government has only two alternatives. It has to choose one from the two alternatives. Which are the two alternatives? The first alternative is that the country has to bear high inflation rate along with lower unemployment rate. Or the second option is that the country can bear higher unemployment rate along with low inflation rate. So the country has to choose either one of the options. Now let's understand the next topic under Phillips curve, that is long run Phillips curve. Let's understand about long run Phillips curve. The shape of the long run Phillips curve is always vertical. Vertical showing a straight line. So this shows that there is minimum unemployment rate that is consistent with steady inflation. This means that in the economy there will be minimum level of unemployment that will take place along with the constant inflation rate. So this situation is termed as NIRU. NIRU, the full form of NIRU is non-accelerating inflation rate of unemployment, or in simple words it is also called as natural rate of unemployment. So this means that inflation level is not increasing anymore. Along with that, the unemployment rate is also minimum. Further, NIRU also shows that the rate of inflation will have no effect on unemployment. It means that there is a single rate of unemployment, whatever may be the rate of inflation. So let's understand through this diagram further. Let's understand the long run Phillips curve diagram. On x-axis we have plotted unemployment rate, while the y-axis we have plotted inflation rate. Apart from this, the diagram also shows that there are two short run Phillips curve, that is denoted by SRPC. So SRPC stands for short run Phillips curve. So there are two SRPC curves. One is SRPC and second is SRPC dash. Further, there is also one long run Phillips curve which is shown through the vertical straight line. So let us start the explanation of the diagram. Now in period 1, that is in the first period, if you observe that the inflation rate is at this level while the unemployment rate is at NIRU. How do we know this? This is shown through the intersection of SRPC, which is shown through point A. So point A clearly shows that inflation level is at this level while the unemployment rate is at NIRU. Further, in period 2, if you observe, you will understand that it is because of economic expansion that the unemployment rate has now reduced. Correct? The unemployment rate was at NIRU. It has now reduced, leading to increase in inflation. So earlier the inflation was at this level. Now in period 2 the inflation level has increased to this level while the unemployment rate has fallen from point A to point B. So now B shows the intersection. Further, but the economy still remains on the SRPC curve, correct? We are still on the original SRPC curve that we had started with. Further, now as the economy moves to period 3, that is in period 3, with the increase in expected inflation rate, SRPC shifts upwards. So because it is expected that the inflation rate will increase further, so SRPC now shifts upwards from SRPC to SRPC dash. So you can see the downward sloping SRPC dash curve. So the new SRPC dash curve lies above the original SRPC curve, showing higher expected rate of inflation. Further, now the economy moves from point A to point B. So at point B, the economy is having a lower rate of unemployment along with higher rate of inflation. All this takes place itself on the SRPC curve. Further students, now the actual inflation rate in period 3 takes place at point C. So at point C in period 3 there is actual inflation rate. So this inflation rate is the same as that was in period 2 at point B. So thus we can say that the actual inflation rate at point C is equal to the higher inflation rate at point B. Further, the economy may move to point C due to slowdown with unemployment back to NIRU point in period 3. So if you observe that the economy has moved back to the same unemployment level, that is at NIRU level, along with the higher rate of inflation at point C. So all this takes place at SRPC dash. Further, in the long run, the unemployment rate will remain at NIRU itself, but the inflation is expected to increase further, that is from point C to point R. So point R is lying above the point C, which is on the long run vertical Phillips curve.